Hi, this is John from NYC Geek Society, and today I am going to be discussing the fourth of the Alien franchise shorts that have been being released by 20th Century Fox, Tongle, and distributed by IGN. Now, I honestly think that this is the best of the four shorts. It was written and directed by Katie Spear and Sam Spear, who are sisters, by the way. And I just really loved it because I think that it resolves a lot of the issues that Vic and I were talking about in our last video, where you really need to establish the characters in a horror movie. Even if it's a short, you need to establish them before something bad happens to them. Otherwise, the viewer isn't going to really care. And I really like that the majority of this short I felt was establishing the main character, who was Hawks, played by Michaela J. Now there's going to be spoilers in this video here, so if you haven't seen it yet, it's only a 10-minute short. You know, pause this video, go watch it, come back, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So again, I really liked that they really established Hawks, played by Michaela, as a character where, you know, we get to see her first really joke around with her co-workers. That guy saying that they're going to freeze off, and she goes, "What are you talking about?" It says, "My nuts, they're going to freeze off." And I like that she had that follow-up question when they get to the locker room of, well, you know, are they still there? And then you find out that she's a grandmother. And, you know, it seems like they've been there for a while, that you later find that her daughter's working in the mine as well. That she's still positive somehow, that, you know, she's going to get this better life and get off this rock. And so you already like her, and you see that even though her daughter's an adult with kids of her own, she's still very motherly, very caring, even just passing each other where her daughter's checking out for the day, and she's checking in. And so by the time that something really starts happening, I actually really cared about her. More than I really cared about the other characters and main characters in the previous shorts. So then, you know, when stuff starts going down, I was honestly thinking again, like, oh, it's just going to be another face hugger, isn't it? But nope. I was happily surprised that we didn't see much of them, which is good in a horror franchise, actually. But we saw a full-grown xenomorph, and it looked great. And I even saw in the credits that it was some guy in a costume. I'm sure that there was computer animation involved as well. But I thought it looked great, and I liked how at the end you see that they're about to fight this thing. And then it cuts away. You don't really know what happens. And I kind of like that, you know, in the previous ones, I felt like that they just kind of battled these face huggers and took care of it too shortly. Or they didn't really establish the characters enough, so I didn't really care whether they lived and died. But here, you know, I felt like there's a battle that's about to take place, and I actually care what happens. And I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll get to see what happens. I don't know. Probably better establishment of characters than the last two Alien movies. So if I was going to rate this out of 10, I'd probably give this one a 9.5. I thought that it established characters very well. Once again, the production quality and the acting was very well done. And they showed a xenomorph, which is, you know, a full-grown xenomorph, which is what I've really been wanting to see. You know, the only thing I really could have a gripe about is that kind of the twist that the lady in the control panel working for the company actually was there just to find the xenomorph. You know, that's not really a surprise anymore in this franchise. But everything else was great, and I would love to even see just like an alien film in like these caves and caverns. And so who knows, maybe they'll get a chance to make that movie someday. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell your xenomorph, tell your supervisor that's gonna turn on you and let you die by the xenomorph. And NYC, geek out.